Does Tori Roloff want to go back on television? Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel USA Roloff Family Gossip. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Little people, big world spoilers reveal that Tori Roloff may want to go back to television. Her fans have noticed that she has been dropping hints about it. She appeared on the show with her husband, Zach Roloff, for years, but they left the show to raise their family. There are rumors that she and Zach are struggling financially too. Let's take a closer look at these rumors and if she does want to go. Life on LPBA. Little People, Big World aired for 25 seasons on TLC. It was a fan favorite for so long, and viewers got upset with Matt Roloff when he decided to sell the pumpkin farm. Two of his sons put bids on the farm and he denied them both. This added some tension in the family, and some fans think that this is one of the main reasons that Zach decided to leave the show. Matt seemed to be the only family member who wanted to keep filming, while everyone else wanted to focus on their lives and the lives of their growing children. Tori and Zach wanted to focus on their children and their podcast, Tori and TV. Even though Tori and Zach have been working on their podcast, she has started to hint that going back to television could be an option. Tori was asked by some of her fans on social media if she would ever consider going back to television. She told them, "We have said if it was just our family, we'd consider it. However, we really don't think we're interesting enough to carry a show on our own." She added that she would want to do an educational show, not a show about relationships. Of course, her fans were excited when they heard her answer, but it doesn't look like a show is in the very near future. She is enjoying raising her 3 children right now, and being a mom is a full-time job for her. We will keep an eye on Tori and Zach to see if they hint about being on television again. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Little People, Big World right now, often for Little People, Big World spoilers, news, and updates. Little People, Big World's Tori Roloff shares stunning photos with kids, and fans are saying the same thing. The TLC star shares 3 children with her husband, Zach Roloff. Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff recently shared stunning photos with 2 of her kids, leaving many fans saying the same thing in the comments. On April 24, the mom of 3 took to Instagram with a carousel of pictures from a tulip festival. Tori visited the gorgeous fields with her daughter, Lila, 5, her younger son, Josiah, who turns 3 later this month, and her sister-in-law, Isabel Roloff, Zach Roloff's brother Jacob's wife. Just a couple of tulip field denim rompers. Tori, 33, captioned the update. In the featured image, Tori donned the aforementioned denim romper while standing with Lila and Josiah in a field of pink, yellow, and orange tulips. The second shot showed Tori and Isabel rocking matching denim looks with colorful flowers as a backdrop. Other snaps showed the kids frolicking near the fields and driving a John Deere tractor. Additionally, Tori noted in the comments that her oldest child, son Jackson, was at school during their trip because he opted out of going this year. In the comments, fans praised Tori for the phenomenal photographs. One wrote, "All you ladies look stunning." Another shared, "Always amazing photographs," as someone else declared. Fellow TLC alum and former Counting On star Jill Duggar commented, "So cute. These are all great pics." Meanwhile, Tori's sister-in-law, Audrey Roloff, Zach's twin brother Jeremy's wife, lamented, "Oak, you guys look so cute. I'm so bummed I missed this." Other commenters couldn't help but point out how much Layla and Josiah resemble another member of the Roloff family, Zach's mother, Amy Roloff. I see Amy in those two," one Instagram user insisted. "Lila is a mini Amy," another shared as someone else echoed. She gets the hand on her hip from Grandma Amy. So cute." Yet another wrote in Spanish, "Ella es idéntica a su abuela Amy," which translated to English read, "She looks just like her grand." LPBO stars Zach Roloff on relationship with dad Matt Roloff, nothing's been fixed. Zach Roloff shared an update on his relationship with dad Matt Roloff on the latest episode of his podcast, Raising Heights. Time doesn't heal all wounds. Zach Roloff of Little People, Big World has not mended his relationship with estranged dad Matt Roloff, he recently shared. "It's not great," Matt said of the dynamic between him and his father in the May 23 episode of his and his wife, Tori Roloff's Raising Heights podcast. "It's not like existent." Zach Roloff says watching Little People, Big World brings up old wounds. The Little People, Big World stars had a major falling out after Matt refused to sell the family farm for Zach and Tori. Father and son have also clashed over Matt's relationship with Karen Chandler and other family issues. The father-son tensions were on full display in LPBW Season 25, which aired earlier in 2024. Seeing the drama play out on TV months after it actually happened was difficult, Zach said. "The show ended, the filming ended, and you kind of just give yourself some space. But the show airs 6 months later, and it kind of brings up some old wounds," Zach said. Tori agreed. "That's the thing that I don't think that a lot of people recognize. A lot of this stuff was almost a year ago, and so it's like a lot of this dust has actually settled, and it's just recently that it's been brought back up," she said. "People are still in denial," Zach Roloff says. "While the dust may have settled, the conflicts in the Roloff family have not been resolved. Nothing's been fixed or anything," Zach said, adding that seeing things on social media made him realize that people are thinking the same thing and it's a bummer. "People are still in denial and thinking they didn't do anything wrong," he said. "In my mind, it's just a narcissism. So yeah, it's not great. More time might heal. I think you always hope and pray for reconciliation and that relationships will heal," Tori said. Tori Roloff says she and Zach aren't withholding their children from their grandparents. Tori and Zach have 3 children, but they say they aren't letting the dispute with Matt affect their kids' relationship with their grandparents. "I think one of the biggest things I would love this opportunity to clear up is the mistake that people make when they think that we are withholding our children," Tori said. "There's none of that going on. That's all just internet drama." As for the complicated situation between the adults in the family, Tori says everyone is doing their best. "We're all trying," she said. "Are we though?" Zach asked. "That what? I guess I challenge. No, I don't think so sometimes. I think there's times I could have done better, looking back," he went on to say. But he stressed that he wasn't willing to put up with a relationship, especially when the other person involved was not making an effort to fix the situation. "Nothing's changed, so why would we re-engage?" he said. "I have to put my foot down." Matt Roloff sheds more light on LPBW family farm drama now that he's no longer covered by. In a Facebook post, Matt Roloff of LPBW said making a decision about selling Roloff Farms was extraordinarily complex. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff is offering more insight into the drama surrounding the sale of Roloff Farms. When Matt decided not to sell his multi-acre property to his son, Zach Roloff, it drove a wedge between the pair. The fallout over the failed real estate deal was a major storyline in the recent seasons of the family's TLC show. Commentary for fans. Some slammed Matt for putting financial considerations over family. Others criticized Zach for demanding a handout from his dad in the form of a heavily discounted price on the property. The 25th, and possibly final, season of Little People, Big World wrapped up on April 23. Now, Matt is officially not under a contract NDA, he revealed on social media, which means he is free to shed some more light on what's really going on with the family farms. He says the situation is more complicated than what was depicted on the show. Matt Roloff says the situation with farm sale was incredibly complex. Matt got candid about his controversial decision about the farm in a lengthy Facebook post. The drama began in the fall of 2021 when Zach and his twin brother, Tori Roloff, both expressed interest in purchasing the family home where they grew up, which sits on the farm property. As twins, they have always been super competitive, but this was one situation that I couldn't let one win over the other, Matt shared. As a father, it was extraordinarily. I can't say I handled it without some mistakes and missteps. Not only were 2 of Matt's 4 kids interested in buying the house, but he also had to deal with some incredibly strict rules about dividing land up and splitting property based on zoning laws. Money, retirement concerns, loan terms, and maintenance responsibility all played a role, Matt added. But fairness to all 4 of my kids and all grandkids played and weighted the heaviest. As seen on the show, Zach and his wife, Tori Roloff, made an offer on the farm. But Matt refused to sell at the price they were willing to pay. Zach came in real hot. He didn't come in to negotiate. He came in to demand, Matt said in a 2021 episode of Little People, Big World when discussing his and his son's conversation about the farm's future. Zach and Tori ultimately purchased their own small farm property in Washington state in 2021. Jeremy and his wife, Tori Roloff, also bought their own farm. Meanwhile, Matt put the farm on the market. When it didn't sell, he converted the house to a short-term rental. He's since relisted the property multiple times, but has yet to find a buyer. The LPBW star is glad his kids found their independence. While hurt feelings from the failed farm deal left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, Matt seemed to think it had all worked out for the best. Jer and Zach each figured out, in their own timing, that the idea of breaking away from me and the farm, as you all know it over past many years, and individually establish their own homesteads, build their own dreams, bridges, barns, shops, and projects, he wrote. My heart is full to see that process in progress. It hasn't been easy, especially all while being filmed, and sometimes even very painful, but in the end, it's all been productive. However, Matt did admit that with the benefit of hindsight, he would change several of my processes. I believe the results are better, and I love watching all the kids find their independence and passions on their own terms, he wrote. Jacob Roloff now lives on Roloff Farms. Ultimately, it was Matt's youngest son, Jacob Roloff, who has ended up taking the most active role in running Roloff Farms. The property has been split in 2. The big house that was seen in the show is now a vacation rental that Matt has put on the market, along with 16 acres of surrounding land. Meanwhile, Matt and his fiancée, Karen Chandler, live in a new home on an adjacent 90-acre property, along with Jacob, his wife, and their young son. Our youngest, who broke away from the crazy train early to go see the world now in a poetic turn of events, has returned with his family to an open canvas of opportunity, Matt wrote. I understand if you've been watching LPBW since the beginning, you are not as connected to the stories and lives of our 3 average height children, he added. But please know they exist and matter as all 4 of our kids do in the grand scheme of the farm. Matt added that he still plans on running Roloff Farms' annual Pumpkin Festival in the fall. He invited fans of Little People, Big World to stop by and see the farm for themselves. Come see us in October, he wrote. You get to see all this firsthand. For more on the entertainment world and exclusive interviews, subscribe